palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon, makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan, ang socio-political apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Just Calm Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow Just Calm PH on Spotify and Just Calm Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Tara na't simulan ang inyong umaga sa mga magagandang refleksyon tungkol sa ating buhay at pananampalataya. Kasama sina Father J. Boy Gonzales at Father Nono Alfonso ng Kapisanan ni Jesus, Binibining Risa Singson Kaupeng ng Feast Magazine, Father Fiel Pareha mula sa Archdiocese ng San Fernando, Pampanga, at Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. Dito sa Kapet Pandasal sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede?
Baka naman pwede.
Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa
Baka naman pwede.
Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow Just Calm PH on Spotify and Just Calm Music on YouTube. Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, Local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, Local 3406.
Lamig, init, ulan, hangin, kumakalingang kalikasan. Ating alagaan at ingatan. Kumusta na ang ating kalikasan? Pag-usapan natin ang kalagayan ng mundo at kung paano tayo makatutulong sa pagkalinga sa ating tahanan. Kasama sina Father J.M. Manzano ng Kapisanan ni Jesus at si Dr. Abercio V. Piloton. Ito ang Tatak Kalikasan sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayon, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, kaning giting nagigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, It's time for The Music Class. Join us for an evening of learning music and appreciating the art behind every hum, tune, and beat. Listen to engaging performances and insights from some of the top and upcoming musicians in the scene today. Tune in every Tuesday evening here on The Music Class. Let the music class begin.
Isang mapagpalang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to the Music Class. This is your only music education class on air. And also we are live streaming here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. We are also live on YouTube. And this is your host, Professor Batanes, Prof. Batanes, together with my co-host, Mary R.J. Max. And tonight, we have an amazing, really such an amazing talent. This Korean-Filipino songwriter with an upbeat, jazzy pop style. And he is no other than Joshua Kim.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Joshua. Well, this is actually the second time Joshua is with us. The first time was when we presented his teacher, and we promised him that he is going to have a whole program to himself, right, Mary RJ? So take it away, Mary RJ. I know you have more questions to ask him.
Yes, Sir Jonathan. But before that, maayong gabi and good evening with love to the max to our dearest listeners and viewers of Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM. And of course, sir, I heard you just arrived this morning and finally nag-meet na po tayo sa
Oo
personal.
nga. Nakalimutan ko sabihin kanina yun no, sa opening. Our first time meeting you and Josh, well, face to face.
Yes.
I woke up at 4 a.m. And well, took the flight from Basco to Manila at around 8 o'clock. And then, you know, alam mo naman sa Manila, pati ang airport na may traffic din, di ba? So, mga 12 noon na nakauwi. Tapos, ano yung next traffic? Katipunan traffic. Di ba? But anyway, I really wanted to make sure that to be here. Yeah, because I see Josh is, well, quite interesting yung story niya. I don't wanna be the one, you know, telling. We have to ask him. No?
Yes,
Kasi napaka interesting and you're really unique yung not just your music but ikaw mismo, no, as an artist.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oo nga po, sir. Sige, go po, sir.
Ano bang why Korean Filipino? Like we don't really, well, I don't know, parang you're the first artists, no, in the music scene. Most of them are showbiz, diba? Sa showbiz,
yes.
meron kang si Sandara Park, pero they're really Koreans na walang ano. Pero parang sa'yo, your identity, parang you're also proud to be both Filipino and Korean. Why is that so?
Well, I guess it's a long story. I don't want to say that I'm the first Korean Filipino. I probably imagine I'm not, but you know, I mean, of course, I'm very blessed to have this opportunity. But yeah, the story is that my father's half Korean. So my grandfather came straight from Korea, went here to study, and met my grandmother. And then my mother's actually half Chinese. So I'm Korean,
okay.
Chinese, Filipino. And yeah, I mean, I guess maybe just fortunate that, you know, it just so happened in this day, you know, with K-pop, K-drama, and everything that, you know, I maybe I'm just in the right place at the right time. So.
Wow, grabe po, sir, no? Chinese, Korean, and Filipino. And with your experiences po in music, I read na you also played for Maski Pop's UP Fair, Toycon, and RJTV. And now you're here po, second time dito sa Radyo Katipunan. Kasi po, yes, and you also performed here last time when we had one of your music teachers as our guest, si Teacher Jang from the music and rhythm, if I'm not mistaken.
Big shout out to music and rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then my question po is, with your experiences in music, how did your musical journey start? Like, what are your inspirations that you are pursuing music?
Okay, that's a good question. So I actually started with a piano. So this also wasn't mentioned, but I grew up in Chicago, in America.
Okay.
And you know, it's a classic joke that if you're an Asian kid in America, your parents will always make you swim, play piano, one of those. So my dad went to me, he's like, son, you gotta play an instrument. What are you playing? Because he plays the recorder, you know, it's kind of like a woodwind. And I said, I want to play the piano. So he brought me to a piano store. I just played some random classical things. You know, I wasn't super into it. But then, you know, when I went to the Philippines, my teacher Jeng, big shout out to Teacher Jeng again, you know, she showed me, you know, when you play piano, you don't just have to play classical, you can play contemporary, you can play pop. So she taught me how to play Unwell by Matchbox 20, Superman by Five for Fighting, and I was like, so I can sing, I can play, you know, play all my favorite songs, and you know, that's where it all began.
Wow, and Sir Jonathan mentioned a while ago that like you are also exposed to upbeat jazzy music, and with your experiences with Teacher Jang and your experiences with your father introducing you to music, bakit, like, why are you now, why, like, anong nakakapag-strike sa iyo to have music related to jazzy, like upbeat jazzy pop style, despite everything?
I think a big influence is, of course, the people that I grew up with, people I collaborated with. So actually the jazzy funk stuff came from my friend Weej, who I collaborated with a lot before. We did like a rock reharmonized version of Languyen by Autotelic. We did a funky version of Pagtingin by Ben and Ben. But yeah, I mean, me as I grew up, you know, my influences were Sarah Bareilles, Jason Mraz, really that slow, mellow, you know, vibe. But as I worked with other musicians who were, you know, super talented, we blended our styles. That's when I got exposed to all this other stuff. Actually, super random. When I started, I was actually in choir. Like, I was in the high school choir. So, started singing, like the religious songs, church stuff, and then, Christmas carols. And then I decided, I want to do this more and more, and I wanted to go solo. So that's how it all kind of came together.
Your first your opening number. What was the title of that?
That was called Sincerely.
Sincerely. Okay. So you write both the lyrics and the music,
Yes,
right?
I do.
So which comes first when you do that?
I think it varies greatly per song, but usually, as a lot of artists will tell you, it really just comes from the feeling, So at that time, I had someone very special in my life, and they kind of were very down on themselves, and they very, wouldn't let themselves be happy. It's like, everything, like they focus on everything that was bad. And then I was trying to tell them, you're amazing. You are, you're beautiful, and you, like, there's so many things that, like, I put in the song, like, there are a million ways, like, I don't deserve you and everything. But, it's hard to just make someone see that. So, I did all I could do and just put it in a song. So, the notes were actually kind of inspired by River Flows in You by Iruma. So if you hear that influence, that's why. So, yeah, I think definitely the message for me would come first. But then once I sit on the keys, that's when I really put the melody on it.
Okay.
Another question, Paul. Like, what do you usually write? Like, what do you usually write about in your songs?
I think recently it's really been about like self-discovery, introspection. I think, of course, like mental health has been a thing. It's definitely become a bigger issue these days, and things, ideas of self-worth, ideas of like, how can I make the most of every day? A lot of anxiety, for example, that I put into the songs. Like Sincerely, it was like a letter to someone, but it can be an open letter to anyone. Like, I don't think there's a single person listening who hasn't been too hard on themselves before, right? I'm sure you've been too hard on yourself. So, it's almost like I'm writing it for me. I'm trying to remind myself to try to make the most of everything, but it's also for you. It's kind of like, if it can uplift people who are in a bad spot, that's kind of who I'm writing it for.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we would like to hear more about the artistic life and of Josh and a lot of other things. But I think we want to hear more of his compositions. This next one, I think, am I correct? Breeze?
Yes, sir.
This is the next one. Okay. So maybe tell us about it first, and then before you perform it.
So Breeze, actually, it's a special song to me because I think it's the first song that I made that kind of really blew up. I think, in my terms, I guess. So right now it's sitting at around 400,000 streams on Spotify. So it's my biggest song, and it kind of came about by accident because I was writing another song, Ari's Eyes, before this, and I realized it was pretty hard. I kind of burned myself out working on it like all day and all night, and I just needed a break. I just needed to relax. So I just lay down, just got my guitar and just started going like, oh, let the breeze blow. And then, I just kept saying it over and over again, let the breeze blow. And I was like, oh, maybe this could be something. So I ended up writing that song like a day after. And, I didn't really plan it. It just kind of happened. And I think that's where the best songs really come from. So the song is about letting yourself relax, take a break every once in a while. I tend to be quite hard on myself, not let myself enjoy those little wins. So it's just a reminder to me and to you to feel the breeze. It goes like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Let the breeze blow. It's getting late, darling, aren't you tired of living in the moonlight? Because I feel birds of a feather debating whether the weather would be better on the outside. hands are tired of working. Let the breeze blow. Rest your head and in the morning start again. Well, I'm sorry if I kept you waiting, lying awake. I'm just complicating all these thoughts up in my head. And sometimes I'm feeling like I'm yearning for a taste of living, just a little, but I keep it to myself. We're always going around in circles, trapped in my head, hanging on by a thread, baby. When your heart is tired of searching, let them breeze blow. Rest your head and in the morning start again. Ooh, ooh. When you find yourself lying awake, but you don't quite feel alive. When the hours drag on, but you still feel like you're running out of time. Let them breeze blow. Let them breeze blow. In the morning start again, just one more day and I'll find what I'm looking for. Oh, just one more day and I'll find what I'm looking for. I know it. Just one more day and I'll find what I'm looking for. I know it. Oh, I know. Oh, no, 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 no. I know. Thank you.
Wow, nakaka-speechless po, Sir Jonathan Breeze. Grabe po. Your music flowed like a gentle breeze, so light and refreshing. Wow, next.
Perfect sa ano mo di ba last week mo sa intercession?
Last week.
Ano na ba? Final
This
exams
week po,
na ba?
final week po with
Okay.
deadlines and
Sakto.
requirements. So thank you so much po, Kuya Joshua, for being here with us this evening. And
course.
I heard po, aside from sharing your stories, experiences, and music, you are also here to play some soothing tracks of your debut EP or extended
Yeah.
play called Alone in Melbourne. So could you please tell us about this EP?
Yeah, of course. So Alone in Melbourne is the EP I released last May, and Breeze is actually one of the songs that's on there. I think that the EP is kind of tackles a little bit of like a quarter life crisis, a little bit of a search for meaning. You know, it's me coming out of college, coming into the working world, trying to figure out, what do I want to do, what makes me happy. And I think a lot of my friends have been going through similar things. I think as you go through school, syempre, your goal is to get to the next year, then the next year, then the next year. But then, once the world opens up, or like, you try to find your calling, it's not always easy. And I guess it's like my struggle with, trying to find meaning through, through actions, through friends, and yeah, that's what it's about.
Paano, nagsa-struggle pa ba ang isang summa cum laude?
Oo nga po.
Oo nga no? O para sa ating listeners and viewers. Oo nga si Josh, magaling rin yan mag-Tagalog
Kaya naman.
Kaya.
Tagalog
Hindi,
na
pero
kaya.
bago, before you promote your EP. Wait, first question muna kasi thunders na to Ano ibig sabihin ng EP?
EP is extended play. I think
Extended play, okay.
yeah, I think most people just think of it like a mini album, like five,
Okay.
6 songs, ganun.
Oh, okay. Yun pala yung ibig sabihin ng EP. And that is on Spotify or... O kasi wala na yung mga CD ngayon CD release.
I actually have a CD.
Oh, you do?
We're selling. You can just message my Instagram page. We have stickers, T-shirts,
Ay, ang exciting pa.
Pag pumunta ka dito sa Jescom, syempre, tinitignan ko yung mga CDs nila nung meron dyan. Diba? Ganun yun eh. Meron pa pala. Okay. Pero back to your question ko. Kasi you graduated from Pisay.
Yes, I did.
Diba? Pagkatapos, Universidad ng Pilipinas. Yes. Tapos, syempre pag Pisay ka, science and what was your course in college?
My course is computer science, actually.
Computer science. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then suddenly here you are,
Exploring music.
Yeah, exploring music and singing and your voice is amazing actually. You can yung falsetto mo kayang-kaya mo, 'di ba? Parang siguro yung sa choir na experience.
Shout
and
out to
then
my choir teacher, Ma'am Kiel.
yeah, and then you're playing. You can just galing ni Ma'am Jeng, no?
Sir, nagkaroon pa tayo ng free concert po
Oo.
this evening.
So, from Chicago, how old were you when you moved to the Philippines?
So I was 8 years old.
Okay.
My father just said, I want you to grow up seeing your grandparents, uncles, and aunties. So very family oriented, and so it was a tough move at first, of course. Like, all my friends gone. I have to start from scratch. I was kind of like I didn't really fit in. I came to LaSalle Green Hills. I felt like I didn't really fit in, and like kids wouldn't really understand me. But slowly but surely, I think I found my footing, especially in Pisay, and I think I'm pretty comfortable right now. So.
And so you're saying your grandparents, you have a lot of relatives who live here.
Oh yeah.
In the Philippines. Oh, so talagang para
Laking
for
Filipino
syempre
po.
yung those who are watching, baka akala nila kasi lang to parang pakita lang niya, Filipino-Korean ako, ganun. Talagang may roots, di ba? Oo. Oh.
Andito ka na rin po lumaki.
As in starting from grade school
Until college.
Until college.
So no plans of going back to Chicago to the US.
I did. That's actually something I covered in one of my songs before, but like, I felt like I wanted to go back. I always felt like I wanted to go back, and I think there's that idea of like home nostalgia, right? Because that's the people I grew up with are there. But then, when I go back to that city, it's the same city, but the people are not the same anymore. And I think that's something that maybe people don't talk about too much, that like, the place that used to be home, it won't always feel like home when you come back, right? And maybe you've experienced that before. But right now, home has become here because this is where the people I love are.
Is that the same feeling or experience when you wrote Alone in Melbourne pa? Kasi like, bakit po Melbourne yung napili niyong place? May deeper meaning po ba doon?
Well, I mean, it came from me literally being in Melbourne. And because I work there. And so actually, like... I was going there for a month to work, see the company and everything, and I guess I just found out there that I get homesick very easily. I think I don't know how to say, very clingy ako as a person. Marupok as well, I suppose.
Marupok.
I don't know if that fits, but yeah, that's also there. And I mean, very sentimental, and like I think I found there that the most important things in my life are people. Like places. I mean, like nice food, nice sights. They're one thing, but it's really the people that make something home. So, it's just, I guess, just my moment of longing at that time. And I'll play the song as well later if to really.
Yeah, please
Yes,
do.
po.
Actually, can you imagine even sa YouTube? First time ko tong every program I look at YouTube kung merong mga messages. Ngayon first time si Zia. Sabi niya, hi. Maganda kasi yung quality ng YouTube when you watch the music class. You go to the Radyo Katipunan YouTube. Iba yung compared to the other accounts. Pero we rarely read the viewers comments, and I think there are some more.
Yes.
Nice.
But last question po before we proceed to the next performances you prepared for us this evening.
Go
Do you
for it.
plan on making an album po ba, like in the future?
I definitely do. Actually, what I talked about, the feeling of home, that's gonna be one of the songs on the album as well. And I guess it's more like a coming of age, I suppose, album, like trying to figure out what the heck do I want to do.
Alright, exciting po. Like super excited po when you release that album. And at ngayon po, we get to hear 2 tracks from Kuya Joshua's EP,
Ooh,
Alone
wow.
in Melbourne and Tempo. He will sing these with his guitar. So, while waiting for him to prepare po, let's check now our live streaming sa Facebook page, and baka nabasa niyo na po yung
Yung
viewers'
sa YouTube
comment
nabasa
sa YouTube.
ko. Oo.
Alright.
Yung sa ibang pages hindi ko pa nababasa eh.
For now po, we have greetings po from Ma'am Jennifer Chua and from Miss Cleo Benavista Toribio.
Okay, ang ating
Alright.
music therapist.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she was our guest here.
Last
Yeah,
time.
oo.
Nung napakanta pa ako.
Oo, naalala mo yun?
Opo,
Oo.
musical therapist.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Alright, so for those who wish to comment, just comment down below at mababasa po namin yan later. And now, yes, let's give it up to Kuya Joshua with his exciting tracks.
Thank you so much, guys. So now I've switched instrument. I'm trying to show you guys my songs on both piano and guitar. So this song, as was mentioned earlier, is called Alone in Melbourne, and it's just missing home, missing the people back at home, and also sometimes about the feeling of realizing that maybe you want something a lot, but when you actually get it, you realize it may not be everything it cracked up to be. And that's okay. So without further ado, this is Alone in Melbourne. Once again I catch my legs shaking as I'm restlessly waiting on the ride to the airport terminal. A kid who's lost and scared, terrified to be alone. And I'm tired of acting like I've got it under control, as if I'm not just making this up as I go. As I go, I lost my card on the bus today. Of course, that's just typical me. But I'll admit that I loved walking home in the rain, 'cause I finally found some space to breathe. So darling, don't you wonder why the songs I write are sad? It just comes to me, and maybe I will only want the things I'll never have, 'cause I don't wanna be alone in Melbourne anymore, just missing home. Tell me, what was this all for? 'Cause I should be wide-eyed at my view of tonight's skyline, but I'm missing you, and I don't wanna be alone in Melbourne anymore. How long? Just how long? How long? Just how long have I been here? The bustle and the noise make it hard to hear your voice, but it feels like it's been a while. Oh, maybe one more drink tonight will keep me warm inside. 'Cause darling, maybe you and I are a lot like misery, 'cause she loves company. Maybe I'm just trying to be someone I'll never be. Please don't leave me alone in Melbourne anymore. Just missing home. Tell me, what was this all for? 'Cause I should be wide-eyed at my view of tonight's skyline, but I'm missing you and I don't wanna be alone in Melbourne. And you're a lovely little city, oh, but lately you don't feel like home. 'Cause I wake up in the morning in your sunlight, but I still feel cold. And I'd be lying if I said that I'm still certain in the end. But I've got to go. I don't wanna be alone in Melbourne, no, just missing home. Tell me, what was this all for? 'Cause I should be wide-eyed at my view of the city lights, but I'm missing you and I don't wanna be alone in Melbourne anymore. Anymore. Thank you.
Nice.
Oo nga po. And of course po, hindi pa po doon nagtatapos ang hinahanda niya for this evening po. Kasi may pangalawa pa po siyang song, which is Tempo. Tama
It's
po
called
ba?
Tempo. Yeah.
Tempo.
Before I go along with Tempo, actually, I wanted to mention that Alone in Melbourne, of course, it was the title track of my EP, and it's also special for another reason. I worked on the song with Edda Simafranca, and she was a close friend, and we did music together all the time, dating back to years ago. And she, if you listen to the track, she provides beautiful backing vocals, very, very full. It just really completes the track, and I honestly think she was a genius. And yeah, sadly she passed away, so I want to dedicate that song to her. And when you listen to it, please listen for her. I would say about her, like, every time we record in the studio, it's always the first take from her that we get. That's how you know she's really good. Because first take, yun na yun eh. Second, third take, she can't repeat what she did on the first take. 'Cause, you know, it's like, it's somewhere in there, the genius. So yeah, shout out to Edda. So the next song is called Tempo, and this one's more about getting mixed signals. I don't know if anyone in the chat on Facebook, YouTube has ever been like situationship, something like that, something where you don't quite know whether you should keep going or you should hold back, and sometimes you just let the other person take the lead and you follow along, and that's what Tempo is about. It goes like this. Slow, time goes slow when we're alone. I am you flow. You said the tempo won't rest when you go 2 steps closer, 1 step back. 'Cause you know how to mesmerize the way that you're moving on. Now don't play coy with me, you know what you're doing to me, to me. So darling, if you know the way, be sure to follow. While we're being honest, babe, a tough pill to swallow. Oh, I can't see you go. Oh, oh, please don't go. Oh, oh. Ooh. And so, how did we end up in the thick of it? I know it's not your style to lose yourself and let me in, but you said the tempo, I guess I'll take your hand and dance along, yeah. Pray I don't fall, 'cause I wish I could memorize the way that you're moving. Oh, let yourself go and please don't say that you're through. Just hold me, hold me. So darling, if you know the way, be sure to follow. While we're being honest, babe, a tough pill to swallow. Oh, I can't see you go. Oh, oh, please don't go. Thank you.
Grabe pa, ang galing po ni Kuya Joshua. Para pa kung nanonood ng live concert. Ay, hindi po pala para. Like, actually, live concert po siya at hindi lang yon from a famous artist pa po. Kasi si Kuya Joshua po, sir, may YouTube channel po siya. And may Instagram din siya. Doon sa YouTube channel, di ba, may over 2.25k subscribers po. And for the Instagram, over 2.5k followers. So, it's such an honor to witness a live performance from Kuya Joshua.
It's an honor to be here.
Yes. And also po, may comments po tayo here sa Facebook page natin. We also have a greeting po, sir, from Miss Margie Desagon for you, sir.
Oy,
Nice
Ate Margie, yes.
Nice hearing you on live broadcast po, sir.
Oh, hello, Ate Margie. Ate Margie is actually in Batanes. Yes. So, nakakatuwa, no, na abot tayo sa iba-ibang part ng mundo.
Ng mundo.
And na-inspire pa rin ako kasi kaya tinitignan ko nga dito. Grabe, the songs that you have been hearing, like for those who are just watching or listening now, no, we are featuring, our artist is Joshua Kim. And if you have any questions later after the program, you can still comment. He can answer. And like what you said, meron siyang Instagram, meron Facebook. Do you also have Twitter?
Yeah, I have Twitter as well. My @ is always the same, @Joshua Kim Music, everywhere.
Joshua Kim Music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Have you ever tried Kumu?
I've heard of it before, but I don't think I actually made one.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that would work for me, maybe.
Well, Kumu, parang yan yung that's the competitor of TikTok. Although Kumu is more, it was created by Filipinos. And before you can have your own parang program there, your show, and when TikTok became like syempre more famous say mga dance so people are go to TikTok more, but Sometimes, halimbawa, yung mga sikat na volleyball players, meron silang Kumu, parang they just talk about their life and then you can watch them there on Kumu, ganon.
I thought Kumu was just for singers actually. Or live singing. Or...
Yeah, it has everything. It also has everything, yeah. Anyway, your songs, not navigating life, cherishing small moments, finding meaning, and then when did you start writing these things? I mean, what made you compose? When you were in high school, you were still young?
I'm trying to think back. I think I was inspired by YouTubers like Alex Gut, Kurt Schneider, Chrissy Costanza. This is back in I don't know what year it was. Back when I was in high school. I think I would write here and there, probably just for class. Like I would write songs for music class. Maybe grade 11, so maybe when I was 16, 17 years old, around that time. I think the first full song that I made was for English class. It was a song about Shakespeare.
Also, they also make you do that in Pisay?
No, they don't make you write songs. They say any creative output. So for me, I'm like, I like music.
Oh,
So might
okay.
as well.
Wow.
So I made one for English about Shakespeare, and then I made one for math class about like ellipses and about the geometric shapes and stuff. I really like that one. It's called Back Around on YouTube. But anyway,
Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube,
math?
yeah.
Oh, I
It's not on
better watch
Spotify.
that.
Yes.
Kasi yun yung suggestion ko nga sa DepEd natin eh. Masyado tayong theoretical, puro kulang sa music.
Creative.
Ito nga sabi ko, sorry, ito na naman ako. But I have to mention this, sorry na lang sa mga nakikinig. Tinanggal yung music sa matatag curriculum ng grade 1 to 3. Walang music.
wow.
Oo, kaya nga, kailangan ibalik yan. Hindi pa naman na-implement yan. Yun yung number one criticism ko dyan sa walang music. Grade 4 ka na magmi-music dahil sobra. No, you can teach math, you can teach English, you can teach history just by singing. Why do you have to memorize all of those things? You won't remember. What we remember are, songs from our childhood. Diba? Oh.
That's kind of sad. I had no idea they removed it. That was one
Check nyo.
Yes, and it's also nice to start like learning music while still young.
Yeah.
It will make learning easier.
I can only hope now the kids these days are trying to learn on their own somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's really where the best learning comes from. Like if you're truly interested, with the internet nowadays, YouTube, like you can find a way. But of course, you really want to give them that interest early on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Anyway.
sorry po, sir. May nakita kasi akong
Ay, meron, okay.
comment dito. Like, habang nagpe-present si Kuya Joshua kanina ko pa ito binabasa. From James Kim. Do you know?
I've heard of this person before.
Okay.
James Kim.
He said his first performance sincerely has a beautiful music video animated with the paper stop motion from his very talented classmates at that time.
That's true.
May link po na YouTube. So, guys, for those who
Okay.
are watching live, you click the link and
Thank
watch
you, Mr.
this.
James Kim.
Yes, and may additional pa po.
Ano.
He's such a talented artist with a lot of great music videos. Just saying as a totally unbiased third-part observer.
Thank you. I'm sure you're very unbiased on the third party. So thank you, whoever you are. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Number one fan po. Yes, and to continue po, like back sa how you are a famous artist with so many subscribers and followers. So, what tips can you give or tricks can you give to beginner artists for those who also would like to pursue what you're pursuing now?
That's I think I've been asked this at a few interviews before, and it's one of my favorite questions to answer because the best tip you can really give a beginning creator is to just create and put stuff out, even if you don't think it's good enough. I think that initial hurdle of putting something out is like from 0 to 1 is the biggest step. Like I don't think there's a way you improve by, like nitpicking, trying to make something perfect for such a long time, but never actually, putting it out. And that's something that I learned as I was making things. Like, I'm only going to improve through experience. And, just know another thing is that again, we're talking about followers all the time. We're talking about numbers, but I think as I've grown and as I've learned, you need to be making art for yourself. If you can truly find in yourself that you believe in the song you're writing or you believe in the piece you're making, then it will be worth it. Like, I don't think there's much point, right? If you're kind of, you have a massive song or everything, but if you don't believe in it, then there's not much point. So like, make stuff that truly makes you happy, with or without fame, with or without numbers, and just keep making. You'll find your niche. You'll find your confidence.
Wow, it takes so much courage to believe in yourself and to go out your comfort zone. Wow, paano niyo po nagawa to have that courage?
My first video na ginawa ko sa YouTube, I had this like, my kind of crappy phone at the time. I put it on like a box, like a stapler. There's like a stapler and then my plastic box, and I was pointing it at the piano, and you could only see my back, and then putol pa yung ulo ko and everything, and like, as in, and like nahulog pa yung phone sa box, and it looked terrible. But when I look back, do I regret it? No, of course not, because since I made that, I made something better. So.
So you just have to make the first step.
Yeah.
And everything hopefully will follow.
Yeah, hopefully. It's consistency. Share ko lang, that really bad video is on my YouTube channel. I never deleted it, so mahanap mo yan.
Well, let's check it out, guys.
Don't check it out. Don't check it out. But it's there.
Alright, kayo po, sir. Baka may gusto po pong kayong itanong kay Kuya Joshua. Super na-mesmerized po ako.
What other instruments do you play? Like piano, guitar, recorder, you said, diba?
My dad played recorder.
Oh, your dad,
but,
okay.
I mean, I can play like Mary Had a Little Lamb or something. I mean, like I used to play ukulele and stuff. I think I consider myself confident at these two, but like I played a little bit of bass, a little bit of ukulele, like.
Oh, which one did you study first, guitar or piano?
Piano. So piano I was classically trained. Guitar was just from a friend. Okay. A friend came over, just taught me how to play the D chord. That was it. And that was it. Everything else, just self-taught. Yeah. Wow. Watching Jason Mraz helped a lot. I love that guy.
And you chose, diba? You chose the piano.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, kasi diba maraming mga violin nga yung iba eh.
That's true. Violin looks super cool.
But why piano kaya?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked appealing, Just like press buttons, make sounds. I don't know. Baka I was a lazy kid at the time, or baka that's what I saw on TV.
This was in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
You were 8 years old po ba nun?
Probably like 5.
Ganun talagang
Yeah. I used to be quite disappointed because like my piano skills went up to here, but at a certain point I lost interest in classical, and like I don't think I elevated it as much as it could have. But then I shifted into, writing, singing. So I guess it's a trade-off, Like I think I'm happy where I am. Of course, I would like to be able to play the whole Chopin piece I used to be able to play, but wala na.
How did you discover Teacher Jeng? I mean, from...
Did I just...
by the way, nandito si Teacher Jeng, no? and her daughter. Kasi ako naman, I learned about you through her. Kasi when we were presenting music and rhythm, ikaw yung unang sabi niya, can I include my student Joshua Kim? Ganun kaagad siya eh. Ako naman, syempre, di ba?
I was flattered. She messaged like, do you want to be on Radyo Katipunan? I was like, what?
Yeah, it was really an amazing episode din po, sir. No?
Oo nga eh. At kahit nasa Batanes ako, talagang amazing yung ano. Anyway, we need to wrap up things, and kailangan natin maybe final mga acknowledgements, final words. Meron ka ba, Miss Mary RJ?
I think maganda po yung full start po.
Oo nga pala with Joshua. Yes,
baka may mga announcements po kayo, final words,
mga
future events. Ang daming events ni Kuya Joshua.
I'm forgetting na eh. So for future events, again, if you guys want to see me, please come out to my gigs. I do a lot. And you can find all of them on my Instagram at Joshua Kim Music. Instagram, Facebook, usually Instagram. I'm going to be on GMA Playlist live on Thursday. And also I have Alone in Melbourne acoustic, which is going to come out next month. So it's like a reimagining of the song with more, more focus on the guitars, the pianos, the vocals. So I'm really excited for that. And I have a song called Naperville, which should be coming out in November. But again, if you want to see more, please just follow my Spotify, Joshua Kim, and Instagram at Joshua Kim Music.
Okay.
Alright, yes. And ako naman po, wow. Grabe po. It's so good to be back in the studio and being able to listen and witness such lovely and amazing performances by Kuya Joshua. And
you.
sa mga tracks niya po, lahat talaga. At ngayong patapos na po yung intersession classes namin this week with so many deadlines and requirements coming up. Tonight is such a blast and really an enchanting evening po. So, kaya thank you so much, Kuya Joshua, Sir Jonathan, Radyo Katipunan, and also, of course, to our dearest listeners and viewers for being with us here this evening. So, once again, thank you so much with love to the max.
Well,
Good luck with your requirements.
Thank you so much, Kuya.
Kaya mo yan.
Well, ako unahin ko muna to kasi syempre baka nagsasalita ako kanina, hindi researched. So, well,
Go for it.
unahin ko muna to kasi sa sobrang galing ng talent ni Josh, kita mo naman how important music is. And not just at home, but in the classroom. So, pag ni-research nyo po, totoo po, no? Grade 1, Language, Reading, and Literacy, Mathematics, Makabansa, GMRC.
No, wala.
Grade 2, Filipino, English, Mathematics, Makabansa, GMRC. Grade 3, Filipino, English, Science, Mathematics, Makabansa, GMRC. Grade 4 to 10 na nakalagay dito. Filipino, English, Science, Mathematics, Araling Panlipunan, MAPE. O, saka lang ipapasok hindi nga lang MAPE yan. So, ano yan, 30 minutes a week na music. 'Di ba? Kita mo naman ng ganun kaliit ang tingin ng musika sa ating bansa. Ay, sorry po. Sorry, ganun. Napaka-passionate ko kasi nanghihinayang talaga ako sa maraming magagaling, no? And hindi mo naman kailangan maging classical musician, 'di ba? At hindi rin naman kailangan na pang-hobby lang ang music. Marami kang pwedeng contribution katulad ni Joshua Kim na Pisay pero grabe ang kanyang contribution sa ating mga young Filipinos.
With his inspirational
Exactly.
I think it's a way to express yourself talaga. Like if you can't, you're in science or maybe you're feeling stressed or something, it's a way to really let out your emotions, to vent. I think people really need an outlet like that.
So, kaya ang ating final song ay something that will inspire us. So, before I say my final words, can you tell us about the song first? Yeah.
Okay, so the last song I'm gonna play is called Pockets, and I guess it's a nice song to end off. It's a good note to end on. It's I guess there were days where I felt like I was waking up, going to sleep, waking up, working, eating, sleeping, and I felt like the days kind of blurred together, kind of just trudging on, doing a routine. And, I think that it's important to actively look for those little moments of living, those little moments of happiness, spending time with your friends, 30 minutes with your family, like enjoying a good meal, watching a good show, and really letting yourself feel that happiness. Because, I mean, a lot of times life can be dull, and life can be hard, and so this is more like a reminder that, like, even as the hours keep going, you're always kind of like looking for those little moments of happiness.
Okay. So on that note, kami po ay nagpapaalam ngayong gabi with Joshua Kim as our artist, and please, every Tuesday po kami, we're 7 to 8 p.m. This is your host, Prof. Batanes, together with Mary R.J. Max. And pleasant good evening to all of you. See you all next Tuesday.
To the me that lay there staring at the clock, waiting for the hours to pass. In due time now you'll be begging it to stop, doing anything to make them last. Now I don't think this train is ever slowing up, no. I don't blink, or you might just miss them sneaking up, 'cause these nights they'll have you on your knees before you know it, searching for pockets of living. No, in these days that seem to float on by, it looks like I'm swimming, but ooh, I've been barely treading water all this time. But don't say that I don't try. Oh no, I don't say that I don't try. Ba-da-ba. Check it. Lately I've been getting good at keeping my head above the water, but as the waves go by I just can't help but wonder where I'll be when the current catches up. With my hands in my pockets, oh, both eyes on the clock. Come on, I don't think, just hold your breath and take the plunge. If your heart sings, then what's all this hesitating, love? And now don't be shy to call my name, because we're always searching for pockets of living. No, in these days that seem to float on by, it looks like I'm swimming, but ooh, I've been barely treading water all this time. The hours keep on flowing, flowing, flowing. They keep on flowing, flowing, flowing. They keep on flowing, flowing, flowing. They keep on. Now don't stop searching for those pockets of living. Oh no, in these days that seem to flow on by, it looks like I'm swimming. No, oh yeah. I said, I'm just a kid who's trying to figure it out, how to keep it all together with my feet on the ground. And oh da 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 no, no, I don't say that I don't try. Ba-da-ba.
It's time for The Music Class. Join us for an evening of learning music and appreciating the art behind every hum, tune, and beat. Listen to engaging performances and insights from some of the top and upcoming musicians in the scene today. Tune in every Tuesday evening here on The Music Class. Let the music class begin.